Well, look what I have in the shop today. It's a Sony 60 CD changer mini hi-fi component system MHC-MG110. Let's go ahead and power it up. I see the red indicator came on here. Let's hit power. Ooh, that does not sound good. That does not sound good. I hear a motor running. Oh, it's starting to squeal. I think we got a bad belt or 6. Well, let's pull it apart and see what's inside. Okay, so I got this thing open enough to get to the belts, which are right down here. You can see the 2 motors and the pulleys. Here's the belts right here. And so if we take a look at this one, I'm going to stretch it out a little bit, and I'm just going to set it down. The other one's the exact same way. Stretch it out, set it down. There shouldn't be a delay like that. It should instantly snap back to place. So, had to remove the power transformer, the audio amplifier circuit board with the STK power pack on it there, the tuner signal processing board right here, the complete front right here, had to disassemble all that with the tape mechanisms up here, had to take the back completely off of this guy as well, and last, especially not least, the bracket that holds the power transformer. It sits right here, and it kind of covers all these belts and everything right there. So quite a bit of disassembly just to get to these 2 belts. I really think Sony could have designed this a little bit better. Oh, and then this extra little cover that goes right here, I put witness marks on it so I could get it lined up correctly when it goes back on, because I don't know if I'm going to have the belts in stock or if I'm going to have to order them. So the old belts measure about 5.75-ish because they're stretched out just a little bit. I mean, they become perfectly tight right about 6. So I think if I can find something in the 5 1/4 to 5 1/2 range, we'll be just fine. So I have a belt that gets tight right at 5.5 inches. So let's go ahead and put these on. I've got 2 of them here. Brand new, old stock. Let's go ahead and put those on and see if this helps. So because these are new old stock belts, I'm going to go ahead and give them the acetone treatment, clean them up really good. Then we'll throw them on the pulleys down here and we'll put it all back together. So as you've seen me do before, I've got a paper towel moistened with acetone, and I'm just going to go ahead and pull the belts through it just to remove any layer that's been collecting on there for so many years. These belts might actually be 25 or even 30 years old at this point, but they're still in perfectly good shape. Alright, got the belts on there. They feel absolutely great. So I'm going to go ahead and clean the optical pickup for this customer. Now to do that, I have to actually remove the entire CD mechanism with these 4 screws with the purple bumpers that you see here. We'll clean the laser, we'll clean the turntable, and if we can get access, we'll lube the turntable motor as well. So I had to remove yet another part. This is the cover that goes on top of the CD mechanism. Now the mechanism is out, we can go ahead and clean the laser, clean the turntable, look how dirty that is. And then we can go ahead and add a drop of fine machine oil right here. I do see a limit switch down in here, which does cause some problems sometimes. It's right there. You can see me activating it. So I think I'll give it a quick spritz of Deoxit D5 just to clean the contacts in it before I put it back together, because the last thing I want is to have to tear it this far apart again just to clean that switch. Give it a quick spritz and we'll activate the switch a few times. Just helps the deoxit get down into the contact area. Okay, so I have a cotton swab lightly moistened with glass cleaner. And I'm going to just very, very lightly apply pressure to the lens and clean it in a circular motion while rotating the cotton swab. Next, I'm going to take the dry end and do the same thing. I'm going to dry the lens while rotating it slightly. All better. Next, I'll go ahead and clean the turntable with the same cotton swab. So I have some light machine oil here. I'm just going to add just the tiniest little amount here. Make sure it gets down in the bushing completely. I'm just going to sop up the excess with the cotton swab. So the bushing is oiled, the turntable is clean, and the optical pickup has been cleaned as well. Let's begin the reassembly process now. Well, as I'm getting ready to put the front back on it, I notice the customer has a couple cassette tapes in it. So I thought I would check the belts. They shouldn't do that. Now it appears that the capstan belts are perfectly fine. Well, really, they made it so you cannot just simply take the belts off. They're captured. But I believe I can get these guys off. So check this out. I'm going to stretch it, hold it, and then release it. It should shoot back like a rubber band. Same thing. Terrible shape. Okay, well, I've selected a couple more belts. I believe they're the same size as the CD belts. So we'll try to get them to tuck up under the capstan. Peel them onto the pulley. So we'll put this one on the same way. Put it under the flywheel, per se. Such a light little piece of plastic, it doesn't really have much momentum. That one lined up perfectly. Look at that. There we go. Got all the wrinkles out of the belt. And I think they're ready to go. Let's go ahead and put this baby back together now. Alright, units all back together. Let's go ahead and load a disc into it here. Disc number 1. We'll close the door and it should come around town. Load the disc. Read the table of contents. I should get some time, and I do. Let's hit play. Well, the CD is certainly playing just fine. Let's go ahead and hit stop. Now let's check the tape. Tape A, play. Tape A is fine. Tape B, play. Now this is auto reverse, so let's reverse the tape. Well, that certainly works fine. So anyhow, I think it's all repaired and ready to go back to the customer to enjoy some more time. Well, I certainly hope you enjoyed this video on the repair of the Sony MHC-MG110. Everybody have a great day. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.